Often imitated but never duplicated. The one, the only Kent Controversy Jones coming at you. The original YouTube shooter. I can't even explain to you what it means to me to hear the rumors that TNA could land a $15 million TV deal. How big it is to me. How huge it is to me. $15 million TV deal. And even talk of being live 52 weeks. I don't think they'll be live 52 weeks a year, especially around the holidays. But being live more often than not being live excites me tremendously. Tremendously. I can't even explain how excited I am for this. Because if this happens, and it's supposed to be announced within the next 60 to 90 days, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. I've heard every network from ESPN to Fox to FX. I've heard so many that they could get back on with Viacom, like they were in the Spike era. If any of this happens, it will be absolutely huge because today's product is so much better than when they were on Spike TV, when they were killing it on Spike. Today, I think the product is better. I think they have a better understanding. I think that they learned so much. They went through so much hell from the Hogan Bischoff era, and I think they learned the hardest lesson they could possibly learn. That building stars is the only way to make stars, and the only way to make a future is to build stars. I think they learned that. You see that with Joe Henry. You see that, hell, even with Trick Williams. You see that with so building stars, even inside the NXT relationship and building relationships. They get it, and they get it from a business model, which is most important. Today's TNA would kill the TNA that was in the Hogan Bischoff era. It's just the stories are told better. They do payoffs. And I can't wait for Mike Santana to get the payoff of all payoffs. It will probably be the biggest TNA payoff there's ever been. And if that lands going into, and I know some people have speculated that the deal will be announced at Slammiversary. Slammiversary getting the payoff of Mike Santana winning the World Heavyweight title and him taking them into the next major television era for TNA is absolutely huge. It doesn't get any bigger. It certainly doesn't get any bigger for Mike Santana. It doesn't get any bigger for TNA. And the future is so freaking bright. You got to be wearing sunglasses. Wrestling as a whole's future is bright. You look at the NWA coming to TV this month and what that means with them being on the Roku channel. That's absolutely huge, 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 huge. I would love to see a TNA NWA partnership if both of these deals come through, both these TV deals come through. I don't see any reason why those two, NWA and TNA, and boy, would that bring things full circle if the NWA and TNA are on the same level playing field. And when it all started with NWA TNA in the very beginning in Huntsville, Alabama, if you could bring all that full circle, how huge would that be? I wouldn't even be opposed to bringing the NWA titles back as being recognized as the top TNA titles. I know that's probably not going to happen, but I wouldn't be. I would love the idea of the NWA title being recognized if the partnerships are there. If Roku has the NWA and TNA has a major TV deal. If those deals go through, to see the partnership between the two companies could be huge because Roku is huge, and people who try to act like it's not huge, it's absolutely huge. Roku is available in every single home in America. There's no more. It's more accessible than anything else out there. It's the biggest streaming platform there is. Anybody who has a Roku TV has it on easy access. Anybody who has internet has easy access, and everybody has internet. So more people have internet than they have cable, and Roku is just so accessible. So I think this deal is huge, 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 huge. And I think the NWA is probably getting paid a pretty penny for the TV deal. I would like to know how much the NWA is getting paid to be on Roku. And you put all this together, clapping my hands for Billy Corgan, the president of the NWA. I really think this stuff is huge. Man, I'm telling you, if TNA gets this TV deal, it's going to be so freaking big. and it's happening at such a good time with TNA and Mike Santana, and all that's going around with Trick Williams. Everything in the main event picture of TNA is hot. The hell, the X Division's hot. The ladder match coming up at Slammiversary has the potential to be just a star-studded, show-stealing match. But all the matches have the ability to steal the show at Slammiversary. Slammiversary is going to be freaking out awesome from the UBS arena. It's going to look huge, 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 huge. It's going to look freaking awesome. And I can't wait to see TNA Wrestling in New York City in front of that ruckus crowd. It's going to be off the freaking chain. And everything that's going on with TNA, the NWA, and everything, it just makes me so proud to be one of the few that are anti-WWE pro TNA. And look, I know that TNA and WWE work together, but I can't wait to see Trick get smashed. And I have nothing against Trick Williams. I think he's a phenomenal talent. But I think he represents the WWE well. Hell, I'll say this 100 times. Joe Henry is a WWE star, and I mean he's a sports entertainer. He's not a total non-stop action wrestler. He's a sports entertainer, and if he goes to WWE, it just makes sense. And I think Mike Santana is beating a sports entertainer when he beats Trick Williams and when he beats Joe Henry. But I think Joe Henry is more of a sports entertainer than Trick Williams, even though Trick Williams is representing the WWE. I think there's irony in that, but uh, I do think Joe Henry is the sports entertainer, and probably the biggest sports entertainer in TNA. And there's nothing wrong with that. He appeals to a certain niche. He doesn't appeal to me. Joe Henry doesn't appeal to me, but he has his fan base. I mean, Mike Santana definitely has his fan base. I'm his fan base, and I think that Trick Williams obviously is a middle of the road candidate. I think Trick fits in at TNA. I think Trick Williams could be. You see the stuff he's doing with AJ Francis. AJ Francis and Casey Navarro are tremendous talents, first class. I hope they win the tag team titles. I hope First Class wins the tag team titles because it'll and then Trick goes with him. If he loses the TNA title, he can hang out with First Class and still be very, very, very relevant, and maybe even get the title back a couple times. Because there's no Mike Santana and Trick could pass the title back and forth, and I'd be entertained for quite a while. Anyways, I gotta tell you, everything going on in wrestling has me jacked up, hyped up, and I'm so excited for what the future brings. I also want to touch on what Jake Paul said. I kind of think it was a joke when he said he was banned from the WWE. And Logan Paul said it was because of his relationship. Obviously, Jake fights for his own group, his own fighting group, and TKO represents a large group of fighters that are not part of against Jake Paul. TKO also owns the UFC, and Dana White and UFC have been feuding for years. Uh, I personally think Jake Paul is 100% right that Dana White doesn't pay his fighters enough. He abuses his fighters and he doesn't treat them right. I also think that Dana White is a piece of shit, just like Jake Paul thinks he's a piece of shit. But that's why Jake Paul and TKO, the owner of the WWE, don't get along. But I think it's a shame if Jake can't ever wrestle for WWE. I would love to see him wrestle maybe in TNA. That would be huge. I don't see that happening. But hey, what if Jake Paul and Logan Paul have a wrestling match? I know that their family's really against them having a real boxing match. Um, but maybe they could do a wrestling match with Jake Paul representing TNA and Logan Paul representing the WWE. You talk about money. That's money. Of course, Logan would have to be a babyface in the WWE to pull. I don't know. Trick represents the WWE as the heel, so maybe he doesn't. But it seems like it'd make more sense if I don't know, because then I wouldn't want Jake to be a heel in TNA represent. That's interesting, and the fact that it's this fucking interesting tells me how much money could be made in a Jake Paul versus Logan Paul, TNA versus WWE feud. Can I be a fan of myself? This is a topic that you just don't see on other wrestling videos. Jake Paul and Logan Paul, and potentially in TNA and WWE, and how it could. I would like it to go mainstream. I'd like it to be on Raw and SmackDown. But if it had to happen on NXT, Logan Paul comes down to NXT. I mean, I'm all for it. I prefer it would happen on Raw and SmackDown. But if it only can happen on NXT, I still would go for it. I could definitely see Logan Paul aligning himself with Trick Williams right now, and that would be huge. But like I said, this shit is just. I have those discussions. I have those thoughts that you don't see on any other wrestling channels. That's why you should like this video, subscribe to this channel, and ring that bell for notifications. Could you imagine just how big this would be if this happened on a major network for TNA Wrestling? If a Logan Paul showed up or a Jake Paul showed up, can you imagine how huge this would be? The internet attention that this would get. And I can't stop dreaming. And I know I'm dreaming in some instances, but I'm dreaming. I am fantasizing about how big this could be for TNA Wrestling. The Hardys and the Rascals join forces against the Nemesis and First Class tonight on Impact. I am jacked up. So freaking excited. I cannot wait. TNA is just hot. It's so freaking hot right now. I cannot freaking wait for what is going on in TNA. Alright, now I'm going to join Impact right now. I was actually not paying attention, not realizing it was Thursday night. It's Jake something. So we're going to do our live Impact watch along.
You know, Manser likes to get violent with it. Gonna take advantage of that stipulation.
What a chair shot.
Macklin versus Warner, and against all odds, the Macklin won. It was a standard matchup. However, we know what Mansoor is capable of in an environment like this. Reference barbed wire massacre from Unbreakable back in April, the same night Macklin won the TNA International Championship.
No doubt about it. It was Mance Warner looking on as Steve Macklin also defended the international title in that horrendous, that hellacious dog collar match. He watched a match like that and smiled at the opportunity to do something similar.
And now Warner's fiance, Miss Helen Boots, stepped to Lander, handing him yet another steel chair.
Happy to oblige her Southern Psycho. But look out.
I love the nickname, the Southern Psycho, by the way. Jake something. I think, speaking of liking a nickname, Jake something is the stupidest wrestling name I've ever heard. Well, not really, but it's pretty dumb. That was an insane chair spot.
Look at that chair as well, my God.
Cover! Oh, it stepped to Lander, saving the matchup for her fiance.
Anything goes, technically, in the triple threat match. Turning this attention to Macklin now.
Maybe another wrestling wedding.
Champion Macklin.
And I think that we're probably going to see a wrestling wedding. I always like wrestling weddings. They always seem so predictable, so to see one that's unpredictable would be interesting. But we'll see, right?
Bulletproof Steve Macklin able to take advantage and a big clubbing blow. Warner back.
Oh, nice elbow.
Gets clocked with an elbow.
This whole match has been clubbing blows.
An Olympic slam.
Awesome. That was just freaking awesome. Here we go. 1, 2.
The leg on it, broken up by Jake something.
Jake something gets the breakup.
What a way to return here it would be for Jake something to finally capture gold here in TNA.
Sit out, powerbomb. Is it enough to win the title? Kick out by
Almost had a title change.
I've been saying for years, Jake something is someone who is on the cusp of doing big things here in TNA. He has all the power. He has all the ability. God knows.
Yeah, I think that works better.
Warner
I think that lighting works better.
Both these men.
Knowing him like we do, I think Jake something was thinking
There's another light. I think I might
from
put
the
it in
top
right here
rope. It
to
wouldn't be
get light
the
off
first
my
time.
face. Here we go. Super.
Macklin.
Tower of Doom. Tower of Doom.
Look out below!
The tower comes crashing.
Tower of Doom with some big wrestlers instead of X Division wrestlers. I really like it.
Take another look at this. The massive humanity from the corner to the mat. But nobody can take advantage.
Hold on, let me try to change the lighting again. Yeah, I think that works better.
Goes down in a heap, and now he's all alone. Mansor's all alone with Matt.
There we go. I like that better.
Something might be out of the equation. Do we have a new champion?
I thought we had a new champion.
2.9. Macklin hangs on. That's the fight in the international champion.
Warner was trying to get a win. No, instead, it's a KIA. The bulletproof Steve Macklin. The champion.
Macklin retains. Steve Macklin.
The TNA International Champion, Steve Macklin.
Macklin retains.
Macklin proving that sometimes you don't gotta be fully bulletproof. You just gotta hold the line long enough to get your opportunity. And as such, still stands tall as the international champion.
Macklin will hold the line.
Wow, that's the ugliest ref in the history of refs.
On the road.
I just realized how ugly that ref is.
Tasha, I'm talking to you. What the hell was that out there, huh? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? I'm sick of it.
Enough! I am sick and tired of all of you. You know what? Let me tell you something, Mr. Ali, the leader of Order 4, trying to lead us to greatness and championships. And I don't see a championship on anyone. Ever since your loss to Santana at Rebellion, you have been in a downward spiral, and it has been getting on my nerves. So yes, I made the call to Cedric Alexander because I wanted to play you and you and you. And I knew Cedric was going to come save Tasha Steelz. And guess what he did? He saved me. But the only thing that needs saving is this damn group. Because of my plan,
playing the leader of the group.
Have a marquee match at Slammiversary against the one person you've never beaten, Cedric Alexander, a former cruiserweight champion, Cedric Alexander, a former tag champion, Cedric Alexander, the one person that everybody in the world right now says is better than you, Cedric Alexander.
Cedric Alexander, here we go. Slammiversary is going to kick so much ass. I was talking about it earlier.
Instead of you two wanting to do the right thing, won't you worry about your damn jobs? Because we had nothing, and now we got so many zeros on our paycheck. Let me ask you all something. Where were we before Order 4? Yeah, exactly. Now, we're going into TNA's biggest pay-per-view, and we're going to do it as a unit. Now, if anybody has anything else to say, now is the time to say it. Estamos claros. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am. Clear. You lied to us.
Yeah, I lied to you. But I also saved you. You're welcome.
I knew I hired the right person. Now, with no chaos in front of us, a united Order 4 can become the greatest faction in TNA history.
I like it.
Shall we?
They're getting along.
Let's go.
They had a hard speech.
Do you want to know something?
Greatest faction president and all of TNA. We heard that, and it's going to be a tough one to take back.
I mean, really, look at everything we've accomplished. We've held all the titles. The proof is in the pudding. The system works.
So let's find out. Who is the greatest faction? The Order 4 or the system?
Next week. No. Next week. Listen, I have a lot going on my plate right now.
You know what? We accept.
All right.
We'll see all of you next
week.
Let's go, boys.
Next week.
Next week.
Hey, listen to her.
TNA is hot right now. I'm just telling you.
The following advertisement has been paid for by Fourth Row.
What the hell?
I didn't know. That I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, flyest champ in the room. How you doing? Now, I'm not 7 feet tall. I'm not 7 feet tall, but you know that I ball. When I started balling, I was young. You remember, it was fun. And I'm not passing this thing. I want all the smoke. 0 dimes. Well, what do we got over here? What the forbidden door? Am I not supposed to go in there? What I gotta do? I gotta buy a ticket, wear a wig, sit in the front row, tread number 1 in the row. What I gotta do? Honestly, what if I got a guy on the inside? I always got a guy. I got a G in every borough. I'm 5G, well connected. It's no different than MSG for me. Remember, you're in my backyard, because I'll remind you, when Sinatra sang New York, New York, he wasn't in New York, he was looking at it. And you're supposed to check in. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll give you about a week. Have your people get in touch with my people. You're in my backyard. And remember what happened at MSG? Okay? I wouldn't recommend not checking in. Just check in. Check in.
Interesting. Very interesting.
From Fourth Row to 4 great tag teams who will battle in a ladder match for the TNA World Tag Team titles at Slammiversary. The TNA World Champion Trick Williams will be on commentary. Also later on tonight, I will have an exclusive interview with Joe Hendry as he prepares for his TNA World title match at Slammiversary. Coming up next, before Indy Hartwell faces Tessa Blanchard at Slammiversary, she's got to face Victoria Crawford. This match is next.
Still in the commercial break. I tell you what, I got TNA so hot right now. We're headed into the potential new TV deal. It's going to be absolutely insanely awesome. I am so excited about what's going on in TNA. I'm just excited about wrestling in general right now. I'm excited about what this channel means to me, what this YouTube channel means to me. I'm excited about where we're headed. I'm excited about the future in wrestling. I'm excited about what's going on with the NWA. I hope when the NWA gets to TV, that they have a better production. Like I said, I think it's possible. I think they can be getting big bucks from the Roku channel. But I can't wait. And we're back. Skyline in New York.
People think that this journey started when I walked back through the doors of TNA.
Oh yes! Mike Santana is back in TNA!
But the reality is, this all started 5 years ago.
I'm here to be the very best and climb the mountain to become the TNA World Champion!
The morning I woke up and got a call that changed my life. It was to tell me that the person who's been my biggest supporter, my biggest advocate, and the one who loved me the strongest, unconditionally, was gone. The day I lost my father. And little did I know that things were only going to get worse. But you know what they say. They have to get worse in order to get better. If there's one thing I've learned, is that the toughest obstacles are thrown at you to teach you the brightest lessons. I've said before, God has blessed me with an ability to suffer and use it as motivation to push me forward. That's what I've done, not just in my life, but since being back in TNA. Obstacle after obstacle has been used as a stepping stone to get me to where I am today. And that's the main event at Slammiversary.
What a video.
In New York, in front of my family, my friends, my city, and my culture that I've carried on my back since day one. On July 20th, I'm not just repping myself, I'm repping TNA. I'm the guy who needs to bring back our most prestigious prize. I'm the standard. I will be champion.
I just wanted to reiterate how proud of you I am, and I really do hope you get that moment in the ring. Just remember those three things.
One of the most powerful stories you'll ever see. Mike Santana looks to bring it all home at Slammiversary.
Only contest is scheduled for
Except for that, we go to Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard's my favorite knockout right now.
From next to Florida, Victoria.
Well, right now, though, the night rolls on. And the undeniable.
Anybody who doesn't watch Tessa Blanchard's vlogs on YouTube is missing out. She has an awesome YouTube channel, Tessa Blanchard.
She goes one-on-one with Victoria Crawford.
1 week from Sunday, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus at the UBS Arena on Long Island, New York. Tessa Blanchard going one-on-one with Hartwell at Slammiversary. There was a lot of history between these two.
Slammiversary is just stacked. Here comes Indy Hartwell.
From Melbourne, Australia, Indy Hartwell.
Indy Hartwell on commentary with us last week as the Inspiration defeated Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford in tag team match. We're now going on commentary to find Tessa Blanchard. Tessa, I've been looking forward to getting your side of the story with what this history is really with Indy Hartwell.
The story's very simple. Yeah, we have history. We were great friends, but she ruined that friendship. Yeah, you.
God, I love Tessa Blanchard.
How would you think she ruined the friendship?
Everything that she is, Tom, I made her. She wouldn't have came to America. She wouldn't have had the success or the opportunities if it wasn't for me.
We heard you say that. She walked across your back to get opportunities.
That's exactly what she did. She walked across my back for every success that she had. She thinks that she can walk into TNA and make that happen again. I don't think so.
Indy, when she joined us on commentary, she thinks there's a situation between the two of you that because she's had success in this industry, had success in WWE, has come here to TNA, has had a big reception, that maybe you're jealous.
That I'm jealous of her. What success has she had really other than a big contract? Has she held championship titles like I have? Was she the first female world heavyweight champion? Has she competed in this ring in matches at the caliber that I have?
Tessa, all due respect, she's a former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, former NXT Women's Champion.
Victoria Crawford now.
Victoria, are you okay?
Getting a little room here, trying to reassess.
She better tread lightly. She doesn't know the meaning of friendship, Tom.
What can we expect between you two at Slammiversary when you go one-on-one?
At Slammiversary, she's going to realize she's not undeniable or impressive. She's just forgettable. Her personality is like watching paint dry, Tom.
Indy Hartwell is awesome. Tessa Blanchard's freaking awesome. This feud is freaking awesome.
Crawford is unhinged. I've known her for a while.
Playing some mind games here with Indy Hartwell. Has an opportunity.
Indy, you better watch it. Yeah, you better watch it. You want to do this before?
God, I love Tessa Blanchard.
Good choice. Good choice.
Have to win. Oh!
Well, down goes Hartwell.
Face to face was just awesome.
We saw how the Battle Royal 2 weeks ago, Tessa, if it weren't for Ash by Elegance fighting for much of that matchup, it could have been you or Indy Hartwell that walked out as the #1 contender to the Knockouts World
Be
title.
honest, it would have been me, and I would have been back in the title picture. But now I've got to clean up this mess at Slammiversary before I can go back on that path.
Hartwell, who remains undefeated in singles competition in TNA.
That's because she's faced no
Because
one.
she's never faced me, Tom.
Oh,
Or
throw
never
first
faced
into the
Tessa
middle
Blanchard.
rope.
That's Tessa Blanchard just said.
Just right there. Oh, Tessa!
Tessa just skipped her right in the jaw.
Well, the referee.
What did I say, Tom? I handle business.
Tessa, what you're doing is cheating. You attacked a member of the matchup behind the referee's back.
Is that what you really want to call it, Tom? I don't think so.
Oh,
I was
right
helping
in the
a
face.
friend.
By Indy Hartwell, and Hartwell got an uppercut with the
Hartwell wins.
Hartwell
He's going
wins.
to get right now.
Brenda Blanchard.
Here is your winner, Indy Hartwell.
This feud is
This
cooking.
was not how Tessa Blanchard wanted this night to go.
Here we go. Let's listen to her on the mic.
Indy, this is what you do. You ruin friendships. This is exactly what you do and what you've always done. You don't know anything about loyalty, not a dang thing. You can copy the look, you can study the moves, but there's one thing that's for certain. You have walked across my back for years. I carried around your dead weight through our friendship. You clung to my shine like a parasite for years. If it wasn't for me, you'd still be in Australia wrestling for a meat pie and a handshake. Everything that you are is because of me. Every success that you've ever had is because of me. And you know what, Indy? At Slammiversary, I end this. You are not undeniable. You are not even impressive. You are nothing but forgettable.
I mean, Indy Hartwell just got smoked. Because her expression just didn't deliver. And Tessa's expression delivered. Her delivery was so good. You could tell she believed what she was saying.
Look at this. The world is buzzing right now.
That's a lot of views.
I know.
Look, there's something serious I actually wanted to talk to
I
you.
want answers. I want answers now. You guys supposed to be in charge, right?
I am in charge.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, very nice. Then tell me why I keep getting kicked out of these buildings, barred from work, and Cody Deere gets fired, and he's here.
Cody Deaner's not here.
Cody Deaner is the hometown man, you idiot.
I don't think so. Because I hired the hometown man. His merch is flying off the shelves. I think I would know.
I know the games he's playing. Okay, listen very close. I know this is going to be hard for you. Remember Super Eric?
Yeah, that guy was great.
Yeah, great. I was Super Eric.
What are you talking about? You blow my mind right now. Okay, that's besides the point. It doesn't mean that Cody Deaner's the hometown man. Okay?
Yeah, it doesn't prove. Okay, proof. Proof is what you're into, right? You're a man of the law. There's all the proof. They saw Cody Deaner wearing this and they took it off him. I want Cody Deaner gone forever.
I could buy this on luchador.com and have it here tomorrow. Look, if you can provide real proof, I'm talking real proof beyond a reason of a doubt, both those guys, Cody Deaner and the hometown man, will never wrestle for TNA again. But you gotta prove it.
All right. Remember, you wanted this. You're both gonna be responsible. You guys know what to do. Let it go. It's on you.
These guys are a little grumpy.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. What do you want to talk to me about again?
Well, Wolverines are actually in the ferret family.
What? They are?
I mean, on one hand, Eric Young is absolutely unhinged as of late, but on the other hand, for the first time in over 15 years, we know the truth, Ray. Well, Super Eric was Eric Young all along?
Do I need to have a talk with you about Santa Claus, two-handed thing? I'll let you cool down. We still have plenty of action here.
Okay, they just
Plenty of
talk
action still to
stupid,
come here
acting like they
on
didn't know
Impact,
that.
including a huge 8-man tag team matchup with Slammiversary implications as the Hardys
and
team
the
up with the
Rascals
Rascals
versus
to take
First
on
Class
tag
and
team
the Nemesis.
champions, the Nimitz and First Class, with Trick Williams on commentary.
Also, with Slammiversary looming, Joe Hendry is preparing for the TNA World Championship match that'll go down that night.
With Mike Santana.
Sit-down interview.
Now we're going to get a sit-down interview with Joe Hendry. TNA is cooking. We got the promo with Mike Santana, and it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. And they're doing such a great job building Slammiversary. I think they're probably doing the best time they've done in multiple years. And this could be their greatest pay-per-view ever, Slammiversary. And it could be on the eve of a huge television deal. You don't get no bigger than this. I just cannot imagine if they land this TV deal and then they go into Slammiversary. Speculation is that they might announce the deal at Slammiversary, the TV deal. It could be live every week. This is huge. It's a great time to be a TNA fan. It's a great time to be a pro wrestling fan. This is going to be phenomenal. I cannot freaking wait. And the bill is phenomenal. I can't wait to see how they build with Joe Hendry. And I hope that Trick Williams gets his moment tonight, because they've already given one to Mike Santana, and now they're going to give one to Joe Hendry. I hope that Trick Williams gets his say. Maybe he could bust this interview up at some point. Who knows? Or they could do something in the ring. I don't know where they're going with this, but Slammiversary has the potential to be absolutely huge. Slammiversary Sunday, July 20th from the UBS Arena. It is going to kick ass. It's probably going to be their biggest attendance in a long, long time. Live attendance. It's going to look phenomenal on TV. It's going to be a rowdy crowd. It's New York City, and it's Mike Santana's hometown. If he wins the world title, he goes into the crowd and celebrates. It just has the potential to be everything, 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 everything. And I can't wait. I just freaking can't wait. I'm loving TNA so much right now.
On an all-new TNA Impact, it's the final stop before Slammiversary. Will Sami Callihan derail the momentum of TNA X Division champion Moose? Plus, Dani Luna looks to stake her claim in the Knockouts division when she goes one-on-one with Tessa Blanchard. Plus, in a first-time ever showdown, the system faces off with Order 4. And what will transpire when Joe Hendry teams up with Mike Santana against Frankie Kazarian and TNA World Champion Trick Williams?
That's going to be
An
awesome.
all-new episode of TNA Impact, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Next week's going to be awesome.
I'm sitting down with Joe Hendry with Slammiversary looming, 1 week away from Sunday, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus at the UBS Arena on Long Island. Joe, you will get the opportunity to potentially reclaim the TNA World Championship in a triple threat match up against NXT's Trick Williams, the reigning champion, and Mike Santana. This is a complicated picture, and this is a match that fans have been clamoring for. I want to start with the champion. This is a man in Trick Williams who cut corners to beat you for the championship at WWE Battleground. In my opinion, did it completely out of spite, has no concern whatsoever for this company. What does this match mean for you and your business with Trick?
You're talking to someone who has been watching TNA Wrestling since 2002. And it is very painful to be the person who lost the championship, not only to someone that doesn't work here, but someone who doesn't appreciate the 23-year history that we have. You know, I remember I actually saw, they were getting the pictures done where the champion holds the title, and he did not even want to put our championship title on his shoulder. He was like, no, I'll just hold it. And it disgusts me that that's the situation. I played my part in causing it. Yes, he cut corners, but I need to take responsibility. I need to bring it back for TNA.
The fascinating thing about this matchup
A triple threat match, no countouts, no disqualifications. Trick doesn't even have to be pinned or submitted to lose the championship to two individual TNA stars. So TNA fans all over the world are hoping to see the TNA World Championship come back to this company. But the same way that the fans helped you for 12 years get to that point, become TNA World Champion, the fans spoke out very loudly about having Mike Santana involved in this matchup. He spoke out about it as well. How do you feel about Santana's involvement in this match?
Honestly, I welcome it. And look, we have no doubt that Mike is one day going to be the guy. He has the ability, he has the passion, he has the fans behind him.
And Mike has the better story.
What I've done, unprecedented. Everybody wants to sit in the chair until it's time to sit in the chair. When Mexico needs somebody, they ask for Joe Hendry. When the company needs someone to go out and talk to the media, it's me they come to. I'm the one that put the TNA Wrestling World Championship on Ariel Helwani's desk. Never before had a TNA wrestler been on that show. I was taking that title to mainstream places and defending the championship on a regular basis, walking out in front of 70,000 people every day. I was either on a TV show or on a plane, and I did it with a smile on my face. Mike Santana does not have that experience. So with all due respect, he can want the title all he wants, and one day he will be the guy. But right now, Joe Hendry is the one to lead TNA Wrestling. We're in New York. It's his territory. And in that environment, yes, the people believe in Mike Santana. But does the world believe in him more than Joe Hendry? Not yet.
Here's the real question. Do you believe that you can redeem yourself at Slammiversary?
I said it before. The fans were the one who put me in the position that I was in. They were there for my ascension, and now I need them for my redemption. I have to believe in myself in the same way that they believed in me, because yes, there's the songs, there's the entrance, there's the meme, there's the mainstream television appearances, but behind it all is someone who will do what it takes to get to the top and to get this win for TNA Wrestling. I'm the same person that started amateur wrestling at 27 years old because I wanted to legitimize myself. I have my black belt in judo. People forget this about me because they think about the songs. I will do exactly what needs to be done to win the championship at Slammiversary.
Well, from the words of Joe Hendry himself, to a man who took everything from him.
Now Trick Williams, I wanted it, I'm getting it. Everybody gets to say it tonight.
TNA Champion Trick.
Hell yeah. This is exactly how I ought to book this. With those two getting their spots, now Trick comes out as the champion. And maybe they can be part of this segment too. It doesn't get any better than this. Trick is such an entertainer. Crowd's so hot for him. This just has the potential.
He's set to be joining us right here on commentary.
Trick's gonna join on commentary. So awesome. Awesome setup. It's gonna be awesome next week. Here we go. Let's hear what he's got to say.
We're certainly going to talk about it.
Hey, you heard that, Tom. You heard that. Don't be hating on me. I heard everything you said over the past couple of weeks. You respect your champion. You respect this goal.
We do have business to attend to.
First class Trick. First class Trick. First class Trick. Best tag team going. I hope they win the tag team titles at Slam. I hope they win the tag titles. KC Navarro and AJ Francis. They just have so much charisma.
I see the buttons on it, boy. You look good. You look like money. I can't talk about Tom like that, though. He's just a hater. He hates talent. He's mad Trick Williams came in and stole the show exactly like I said I was going to do. Now look at you. Look, you feel stupid.
Well, Trick, there's no doubt about it. I mean, to be fair, You probably felt it. You probably made a lot of enemies in the TNA locker room.
Man, let me tell you something. I ain't never been worried about enemies. I'm worried about getting that gold. And I got that. Where your gold at, Tom?
Yeah, you do, Trick.
You might not be there. I might fire you.
And Nemeth.
And speaking of gold, here are the tag team champions.
And their tag team partners from Cleveland, Ohio, they are the TNA World Tag Team Champions.
I don't understand this whole butt shake. Like Billy Gunn shit.
This Saturday at WWE's Great American Bash.
You don't have to understand everything in pro wrestling. Some things are good without you understanding them. The Rascals, the Nemesis, the Hardys, first class, in a ladder match. It can't get any fucking bigger than this. They're gonna tear down a fucking house in New York City. In fucking New York City, baby.
This title's all over all types of programming. You know, I might just go to Jamaica just so we can take the world title to Jamaica. It's never been there, has it? Yeah, mine.
Trick said he's gonna take the title to Jamaica. The Rascals. The Rascals. I wouldn't care if they won tag titles because they're phenomenal tag teams. I want first class to win it, but I wouldn't care if the Rascals could win it. There's so much original talent in TNA.
Iron Reed, an original Rascal. That's the great thing about the Rascal deal. One goes down, there's always one coming out of the woodwork to help back up the crew.
They keep one rolled up, don't they?
They certainly do.
Ain't no doubt about that. You've seen for the former Rascals, Wesley, not too long ago on the next day. That's right, man. That's my dog. I have to apologize. I did some mean things to him back in the day.
Hey, we saw it.
But now we're on the good foot. There go them boys.
Jeff and Matt Hardy. Gotta acknowledge their success. Obviously, some of you know, not a big fan of these two guys because of their lifestyle outside of the profession. They do drugs. There ain't no other way to put it. I can't get behind them. But they have huge success in the wrestling business. And they have the most history in TLC, which I think this ladder match has the potential to be at that level. I think that this match has the potential to be huge, just as big as some of those TLC matches that we've seen in the 90s.
We are set for our main event. The Hardys and the Rascals will face first class in the Nemesis. Next.
I can't wait for this. I mean, what we've seen in the 90s with those TLC matches, the ladder match, if it gets enough time, there's so many great matches at Slammiversary, it's going to be hard to believe that they're all going to get enough time. If they get the time that they deserve, Leon Slater versus Moose has the potential to be just freaking awesome. David versus Goliath. The storytelling behind that match is great. The storytelling behind all these matches has been, the build has been phenomenal. And there's so much going on. There's so many layers, layers upon layers upon layers upon layers upon layers upon layers. It's just, Slammiversary is really truly setting up to be a great pay-per-view, a landmark moment in TNA history with a TV deal potentially on the horizon. I don't know what network they're going to end up on, but it seems so good. It can't be true, but I hope it is true. I hope what we're hearing, what's rumbling, turns out to be true, because this is going to be landmark, game-changing for the industry. We're in commercial break right now, but I'm telling you, I'm so excited about what's going to happen in the future and what we're going to see. This TLC it was a ladder match, just a ladder match. But obviously, it has the potential to be what the TLC matches were in the 90s. It's going to tear the freaking building down. And then the storytelling in the three-way dance in between Joe Henry, Trick Williams, and Mike Santana has the potential to tear the freaking house down. Joe Henry and Mike Santana and Trick Williams can all go in the ring. They can all go in the ring. They're great storytellers. Every one of them is great storytellers. They are phenomenal wrestlers. And Trick and Mike Santana being the better wrestlers. Joe Henry, but he's still phenomenal. Joe Henry's still phenomenal. He might not be at their level, but he's still phenomenal. I'm talking about in-ring perspective. Joe Henry's probably one of the best entertainers as far as doing the funny songs and stuff like that. Trick's a middle of the road. He's a good entertainer and a good wrestler. Mike Santana's a great wrestler. And his ability to tell a story is clear by tonight's video package. He proved he knew how to tell a story. But Impact's back.
This is our main event, a preview of the 4-team ladder match for the TNA World Tag Team titles that goes down 1 week from Sunday, live on TNA Plus and pay-per-view at the UBS Arena on Long Island, New York at Slammiversary. You can get your tickets now via TNAWrestling.com. This is Myron Reed of the Rascals to start things off against one half of the tag champs, Nick Nemeth. We are joined here on commentary. Hold on, Nemeth going for the cover and a kick out. NXT's Trick Williams, the reigning TNA World Champion, who's supporting First Class.
Let's talk about it.
And you know what? Let's talk about it. You know what? We haven't really heard the nitty gritty. I mean, what was it? I got to ask you about First Class that made Trick Williams say, yeah, I need these boys by my side. I need to get uptight.
Man, because real recognize real. I mean, everybody knows AJ Francis is a hip-hop head. He's a former NFL player. Trick Williams is a hip-hop head, a former NFL player. What's not to coexist right here? Look at Casey Navarro, man. You know what? He reminds me of Melo a little bit. I hate to say it, but he reminds me of Melo. I see a lot of potential in Casey. You feel me?
Well, that ended well between you and Melo.
I mean, I'm just talking about the talent. I ain't talking about the man.
Now the Rascals go to work on Nick Nemeth. This is Zachary Wentz, who's legal.
Reminds me of a young Shawn Michaels.
Individual members of the Nemeth in subsequent weeks.
Tag made, in comes
I
Ryan.
think about how him and
The main event of
Diesel, Kevin
Slammiversary
Nash
is a three-way match
interact with each other.
World
That's how
Championship.
Francis and
Rick Williams will be defending his
Casey
TNA World
Navarro
Championship
interact.
against Joe Hendry and
The
Mike
one with the little guy jumps up for the high five, shit like that.
Bring the title back to his company.
I got a question for you, Tom. Why you be hating on me?
Why you be hating on
Rick,
me?
I've made it very clear, and I've held my tongue, and I've been told to hold my tongue in the past. I said what I said, and you called me on it, I understand. But the fact that you don't care about this company, you don't care about this champion.
But how can you say something like that when TNA is doing so good? When you understand what's best for TNA, you'll like Trick Williams a lot more.
And Trick, you're leeching off of it.
Oh, leeching? I was the man before I got here. That's why they got me here.
Focusing on the matchup here, Jeff Hardy face-to-face with AJ Francis.
Whatever. Mama, there goes that man.
The way the legendary Hardys can just change the energy of a room is unreal.
Oh! Shot right to the midsection, doubling over AJ Francis, who collided with Mike Santana in a street fight a few weeks ago on Impact. That went Mike Santana's way. Trick is worried that Santana has momentum heading into Slammiversary.
You think it's because he's a proud, loud producer from Bronx, New York. Somebody need to respect that.
Yeah, but you needed First Class to retain against Mike Santana weeks ago on NXT.
Yeah, I needed Mike Santana to get out my way. He busted up my goal.
Stupidest thing ever, the delete chant, the delete thing, broken world thing, it's all stupid, I'm not a fan.
The question is, what is this, friend? Because I've beaten Joe Hendry, I've beaten Mike Santana, they haven't beat Trick Williams yet. Let's talk about it.
True, it is a fact.
Wentz getting in on the axe.
Look at this.
Wait for my Santana. He's going to win the world heavyweight title.
Both times you faced Santana and Hendry. That's how you won the title in the first place at Battleground.
You know, standing back.
Standing moonsault. There's the cover. Oh, and a kick out. You don't even have to be pinned or submitted to use the championship. You're not even remotely worried about that.
Let me tell you something.
I've been doing this for a long time. 2 years, man. 2 years. I've been doing this for a long time. You need to put some respect on my name.
Now Wentz lighting up AJ Francis.
Triple H said he's been doing it for 2 years, and he said that's a long time. That's not a long time, Trick.
Francis
That's not
trying
really
to
a long
corral
time.
Wentz and drives him into his team's court. Meanwhile,
I've been doing this since 2007. That's a long time. And then before that, with 98 Talk Wrestling Live, going all the way back to 1995. That's a long time. Please, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, like this video. Ring that bell for notifications. Cannot freaking wait to Slammiversary. Cannot wait for you to join the controversial group that is this channel. Have an opinion outside the normal opinion. Have your own voice. You can get that with this channel. You can get a different voice. Something different from the stupid bullshit that Dave Meltzer spews week in and week out. You can get something different on this channel. You can get that. And you should subscribe to this channel for that very reason. I do have a lot of hot takes on a lot of different topics. But I tell you what, I love this wrestling business. I love professional wrestling. I love TNA wrestling. And I have a hot take on a lot of different issues. And you should hear them. Because you might just change your mind if you have a difference in opinion. I might change your mind. Because I tell you what, I've changed a lot of people's mind. A lot of people thought they were going to come in being an enemy of Ken Jones. Turned out to be some of my best friends. I look at people like Felix. I look at people like Don. I look at people all over the wrestling spectrum that thought they were going to be my enemy. Now they talk to me every day on the telephone, telling me, man, I love your shit. I love what you put out. And I appreciate it so much. Each and every one of you. Some 9,000 subscribers. And the first time I rose in YouTube, I didn't have 9,000 subscribers. So I'm so thankful for that. Cannot freaking wait for that day when it breaks through for me. And I'm not going to make the same stupid mistakes. I'm very careful. I try not. I notice I don't wear any. I did wear the AEW shirt, but I'm going to be very particular about not wearing trademark T-shirts because I did get banned from YouTube in 2007 for wearing an LAX T-shirt trademark. WWE claimed a trademark, saying I was wearing a trademark. Even though they don't, I don't think they go after T-shirts the way they did back then, but they claimed I was wearing copyrighted material on my shirt. And even though WWE doesn't own the trademark to LAX, the tag team, it all comes full circle because LAX, Mike Santana, World Heavyweight title picture at Slammiversary, it comes full circle. It's the time for TNA to blow up. It is time for TNA to come to the horizon. It has come to the horizon, and now it's time to look over and see the potential that they have. It's a great, great thing to be a TNA fan right now. It reminded me of when they got on Spike and how I felt. I think this was going to be the big deal. But it didn't feel the same because they were going to Saturday night at 11 o'clock at night. It didn't feel like they had the potential.
And Nick Nemeth and company
back on Impact.
in this 8-man tag team match taking full control. And Zachary Wentz is in a bad way here.
You know who cut your checks?
It sounds like he might be the guy who cut my checks.
You better watch your mouth. You might not be here too long. I can make one call and your reality will change.
I just go where the river flows.
That's
because, Matt, you understand what's best for business. And that's why you understand. That's why I like you. And I knew it so about you the first day I met you, man.
Straight headbutt by AJ Francis, dropping Wentz.
Never hurts to have a world champion cheering you on, backing you up.
Cheap shot by Nick Nemeth.
And in this case, one of the tag team champions backing you up.
If there's such a TNA WWE deal, why can't we call him Dawson?
I'm torn on that whole team, man.
I mean, really.
First class has such potential and such
I think
talent.
that would really
You got
help
someone
in
like
this
Nick
situation.
Nemeth over there who's just hating that talent, man. It's an oxymoron.
Very outspoken.
Unless he doesn't want to be known as Dawson.
Yeah, Nick Wanted nothing to do with you in the Champions Challenge.
Hey, back, man.
It's a lot of gyrating.
Always, man.
It's
Is it
one thing we can agree
PG-13?
on.
Is it PG-13?
I'd say yes.
Yeah.
It's a precarious position regardless, though, again. It is an 8-man tag with the Nemets in first class. The TNA champion is
Hold
a flurry here.
Trying to get out of the corner, and the 330-pounder puts him back.
But just a matter of days until all four of these teams are destroying each other in a ladder match.
Hate that gimmick.
Cover by Francis and a kick out from Wentz. Very well, who do you give the edge to in a ladder match with Slammiversary for the tag titles?
Come on, I mean, the Hardys.
Yeah, the Hardys are.
Perfected the art form that is the ladder match.
Yeah.
You got to give them the credit. Let's not forget Bound for Glory, where they won that Full Metal Mayhem, which is essentially a ladder match, especially the way that match went down.
That brother Ryan needs a cold shower.
Yeah, amongst other things.
I agree with you on that.
If you've been watching for the full hour, you just had an hour. If you've been watching for a full hour, thank you very much. I appreciate you very much.
Hardy trying to grab a hold of this Nemeth.
Look at this, tear at the eyes of Wentz.
Matt Hardy's not forgotten about what happened in Sacrifice back in March inside of that steel cage where Nick and Ryan Nemeth left him beaten and bloody.
Big elbow drop.
To the heart. Here's
Two.
the cover. Nemeth can't end the matchup.
Matt Hardy, the last one standing on his side of the ring, trying to rally Zachary Wentz to get back into this one.
This is our main event here on the campus of Robert Morris University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It is an 8-man tag team matchup, a little taste of the ladder match we'll see for the TNA World Tag Team titles at Slammiversary live on pay-per-view TNA Plus in Long Island, New York at the UBS Arena. And we're joined on commentary by NXT's Trick Williams, the TNA World Champion.
God, I hope they close with Trick Williams, Mike Santana.
And out here, back in
Joe Henry.
first class, with a
That's
prime
how I want
opportunity
him to
to
close
walk
the
out
show.
of Slammiversary to go themselves.
Let's talk about it, man. First class chicken.
First class tricking, I love it. I love it. Now Hardy comes in. He's getting hard. Clothesline. Elbow. Matt Hardy offensive. He's on the drive. Elbows up. Now the turnbuckle. Slamming his head into the turnbuckle. Over and over and over. Every turnbuckle from the bottom to the top.
As we know, no fear.
Nick Nemeth comes in. This slams down. Side effect by Matt Hardy. Another side effect. Here we go. 1, a 2, a kick out.
Ryan Nemeth able to kick out.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Also, Slammiversary, Trick Williams will defend his TNA World title in the
Joe Henry versus Trick Williams versus Mike Santana at Slammiversary. In the UBS Arena.
Did you say the main event of Slammiversary? Yes, sir. All right.
Twist of fate. 1.
There's the cover.
AJ Francis makes the break.
That's right. That's right. That's how you get down to business. That's how you get down to business. Talk to him, big fella. Uh-oh.
We could see New York that night, ending with first class tricking, if you will. All walking out with gold.
I love the headlocks.
Matt
Hate
Hardy
the Billy Green.
deleting
It was so
AJ
funny.
Francis.
Oh, man. Get your head out the gutter.
Oh. I know Hardy.
Twist of fate.
Went home. DDT.
Turn into a
I can't take this
DDT.
no more.
Francis blocked the
I can't
twist
take
of
this no
fate.
more. I can't take this.
I
I can't take this, man.
No, it's starting to break
Trick
down.
Williams coming out of the ring.
Tensions flaring everywhere.
Where's Trick? He said he can't take
Look
it
out, Wentz,
anymore.
look at the fly!
I can't take this no more. I can't take this no more.
Oh, Trick, come on!
Trick Williams getting up there late.
Oh, Matt Hardy along the ropes. AJ Francis has got a hold of Matt Hardy.
Trick standing outside the ring.
Was looking for a down payment.
However, a twist of fate. Oh, and a shot down by Trick Williams with the belt.
Trick Williams hits Matt Hardy in the
Are you
back with the belt. AJ punches goes over pin. 1, 2, 3. AJ gets the win. First class trip. First class trip.
World Tag Team Champions, Ryan and Nick. Sandman.
And after that, despite Trick Williams more than happy to celebrate with first class here. Shenanigans abound. Is that a little preview on Slammiversary?
Can you imagine a world where first class and Trick Williams are draped in TNA gold at the end?
They're jumping on Matt Hardy. This is going to lead to Mike Santana and Joe Henry. Here we go.
You know that music, the realist is somewhere in the house.
Mike Santana, here we go. He's in the crowd somewhere.
Bring the hell out of the Hardy. And doing right.
Where's Joe Henry?
Trick Williams.
Santana has had enough of Williams in first class.
They're getting a better hand. This should bring out Joe Henry.
Santana.
And he appears. I'm believing Joe Henry. Can't help it. Believe in Joe Henry. Oh, Joe Henry just hit Mike Santana.
Santana going after Henry.
Joe Henry and Mike Santana going at it.
While the mission remains to bring the TNA World title.
Best build for a TNA pay-per-view ever. I just said it. It's the best build for a TNA pay-per-view ever.
Williams at Slammiversary.
Slammiversary is absolutely cooking. Cannot freaking wait for the pay-per-view, folks. Thank you for watching. I hope you watched from the very beginning to the very end. I did improv watch along because I didn't realize Impact was tonight. And I was in the midst of recording a video when I realized it was Thursday night. So I jumped right into this and got into this. I think it led to a pretty interesting hot talk when I talked about the TNA TV deal and everything that's been going on with the NWA TV deal. Also, I talked about some dream scenarios with Jake Paul and Logan Paul. That doesn't have to happen. Just stay awesome. It's awesome right now. Things are just freaking phenomenal. And I cannot wait. I hope you subscribe to this channel. I hope you like this video. And I hope you continue to watch each and every night, each and every time I put out a video. Because it means a lot to me. Thank you for watching. I love each and every one of you. I also want to leave you with this. Things that are important is to do what is right all the time. So I'm going to leave you with Hebrews 5:14, my favorite Bible verse. Hebrews 5:14, solid food is for those who are mature, who train themselves between the difference in right and wrong, and then do what is right. Doing what is right is always right. Sometimes you might differ for what other people's opinions are. You might not like other people's opinions. But when I say controversial hot takes like John Moxley is a drunk, I say it because it upsets me that he's presented as a role model in the courtroom, in the lawsuit with AEW. It upsets me. And it hurts my feelings when people don't talk about Owen Hart's death, because Owen never died because he did drugs. He didn't die because he made bad decisions in life. He died because the WWF killed him. Point blank, he was scared of heights, and he fell to his death, and he died. Those are the things that I like to talk about, because those are what matter to me. I believe that there's controversial things that should be said, but they shouldn't be controversial. Unfortunately, they are sometimes. I'm King Controversy Jones, and I'm signing off. Y'all be good.